This is an extract from our AHK Hero Club. We have calls 3 times a week. Please like the video if you learned something.
It on Board Game Geek, but otherwise the app is free. But there is no features like sharing your stats with somebody else, and that's basically what it's using. So, yeah.
I see Ryan joined. Ryan, I was telling them about your private version of Handy, your version of Handy.
Yeah, I was super happy to show it actually. If anyone was interested.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Just 1 second. I'll just set it up and I'll do a quick demo. So those of you who don't remember or haven't been around and know what Handy is, I think Joe would have described it, or you'll remember. It's just a really nice tool to record your voice and transcribe it in real time. And I think the beautiful thing about Handy is it just works. It just does its job really well. So I'll share my screen real quick and I'll explain what I did, and it might inspire you guys. And if you guys want a copy of what I've done, I'm happy to share it as well with the family, with the Hero Group Nation. Let me just, Joe, can I share? Is that all right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, awesome. All right. Let me just know that you can see.
Yep.
So this is handy.computer, if you're interested in checking out the application itself. And literally what it does is you just speak and it transcribes what you're saying in text, and it's very, very fast and it's very, very accurate. Those are the 2 reasons that I like it, and others I think here use it as well. But also it's open source, which was cool because I was thinking the other day, well, and I know this has been a conversation in the group for a little while about, can we start to use voice as an input that's reliable? And we know that Handy, from I think lots of people have tested it, works well to transcribe. But could we actually also use it to trigger things? So what I did was gave the code repo to AI, to Claude specifically, and I said, can you extend this application and add a voice trigger? What I did is I'll just type a couple of notes here, so hopefully you can see this. A little tip. So obviously it was a GitHub repo, which is github.com. If you type deepwiki.com, so if you replace github.com with deepwiki.com, what it'll do is it'll give you documentation for that GitHub. So I gave AI the GitHub repo and the DeepWiki link, so it had like documents about the GitHub and also the GitHub. And then I said, can you please extend that? I'll leave that there to do what I wanted to do. So let me show you. Here we go. So it's exactly the same interface as it was. So nothing's changed, but those of you who can notice here, it's now got a command module that got added. Okay. And this is, so what this does is it works exactly the same way, except now there's a trigger word. So when I wrote the AI, it wrote this in. I had to get it compiled, but that was relatively straightforward. So now I can use the trigger word kit. So anytime I can change this to be whatever word, but whatever word I use, if I start with that word, it will then not inject the text into my machine. It will register that it's a command. So what I've done is, I don't know if you can see this. I have a gaming mouse and I have a red button on the which is the fire. I don't really play games, but it's got a fire button, and that's how I've chosen to trigger the voice activation. And obviously I can also by default use key presses, but it mimics. I can also use the keypad with the plus key is my trigger to talk, but equally I've also programmed it so the mouse, the red button is also the same. So if I trigger it normally, you'll see what happens. And I'll go, hello, Hero Group, how are you? All right. Okay, so that just instantly inserted that text. So you can see how really good this tool is. But now with this added feature that I got written in, if I toggle it on, then if I say, for example, kit open Chrome, and I'll show you how this works in a second, what it will do is it'll recognize, because I'm passing the word kit to begin with, that it's a command, okay? And then it will do what I ask it to do, which is open Chrome. All right, let's see if this works. Pray for me. Hopefully the demo works. I've just been developing this, so it might be a bit flaky, but let's have a go. Kit open Chrome. There you go.
Nice.
All right. So I have done a couple other things. So I've got it. I'll show you how this actually technically works in a second. This is what's really cool for all of us is that this actually then calls, when it interprets that it's a command, it calls AutoHotKey script. Okay. And over here is the INI file. If I zoom in a bit here, so I can do a couple of things. I can give it commands to know, right? And I can also pass things that I might want it to do that I want to hand it off to AI to do. Okay, so those of you who know about Claude, Haiku is the lowest cost, like pennies on the dollar one that can do basic computational and stuff. So I haven't actually put this in yet, but it will be able to pass off to Claude. So just in the same way that those of you who might have Alexa or Google, what was it? Google Assistant, you could also use this. So you could just talk to your computer, call a command, it will go away, and it'll do something, and it will return the information. The information can be spoken back to you or injected into the text as text, so it can speak back to you as well. The other thing that I've been working on is also to get it allow you to or allow it to interpret multiple commands. So the idea here will be you'll be able to say create a new folder called Hero Group and insert it in the clients folder and open and save or whatever, open a notepad document for me. Okay, so it'll be able to collect, some of that I haven't decided yet, and it will decide itself probably whether that stuff is command driven and interpreted by AHK or whether that stuff's handed off to Claude to interpret and parse back and then push back commands. But the idea is that the controller, if you like, is AHK. So that's something we're all familiar with, and we can write commands in it. And it's for some things, it hands off to Claude, or it could hand off to anything. If you put it through Open Router, it can hand off to anything and return either actions or text or speak back to you. All right. So, anyone have any questions about this?
I think it's awesome, man.
Yeah. So, yeah, First of all, thank you. So, I think I have to fork this or get a copy and try it out
happy,
myself.
Kenneth. No problem. Yeah. You're welcome.
But how do you get it to go first to Haiku or whatever, and then Open Router, whatever, but and then back to the computer to do the actual stuff? How do you handle that pipeline?
Yeah, it's a good question. I'm in the process of developing it at the moment. So the software itself hands off to AutoHotKey. There's a bridge there, and that works perfectly. Okay. And then it reads it parses Haiku does all, sorry, not Haiku, I'm getting confused. Handy does all of the text rendering. So Handy passes to AutoHotKey the string. Okay. AutoHotKey interprets the string and go, do I understand it or not? Right. So in other words, can I parse out of it commands? If it can, then it will then trigger an application open or a file creation or a file move or whatever. And if it can't interpret it, it passes it off to Claude. Right? I haven't tested that yet, so I'm not quite sure what it will pass back. But that is, in essence, is what it does. So in the same way with AutoHotKey, you can connect to AI and pass backwards and forwards through API. The stuff. So I'm anticipating it will pass back a structured string. So it'll ingest, I will pass it the string it can't interpret. Haiku or Sonnet or whatever will interpret that, turn it back into actions that AutoHotKey understands, and then AutoHotKey will then action it, if that makes sense.
Ryan, is it possible to have more than one trigger word that can we do that later, or is that possible? Yeah,
that's a really good question. I haven't done that yet. I would imagine that we could have a comma separated and have different ones. One little tip if I put this on a repo and you guys can grab it if you want it. And this might be because Parakeet, which is the really good default engine,
Yes, I use it.
I chose
Yep.
some trigger words that, because I have a weird accent, it didn't understand perfectly. So I actually ended up choosing a word which was simple and that it couldn't either confuse or misinterpret. And obviously a word that I don't use. I don't use the word kit, so it knows
Yeah.
that is specifically the word. I can't screw it up. It interprets it correctly. So just play around a little bit with your trigger word. I mean, so for example, I had my name, which was okay, but that worked more or less most of the time. And I had the word Bob or Barb or however you want to say it. That didn't work either very well. So kit is great because of the way I say it interprets it perfectly instantly. Ironically, if I said the word kit, it would transcribe it right, but with the picking up the trigger word, it's not. It wasn't as good as it could have been.
So I thought it was because of Knight Rider that you
well,
chose
that's
the
funny
name.
enough. Yes,
So
funny
did
enough.
I.
When I was growing up, my cat was called Kit, so that is why it came to my mind, Ken. So you're absolutely right. That's why. Very good spot. So yeah, so I think that the potential for this is quite significant.
Yep.
I have used those of you who are broadly interested in this concept. I'll put in here another tool. So there's something I also have used before called Voice Attack, which is quite good for voice triggering. But in my experience, and I know when we talked, for example, to others in the group, I think we all had the experience that, generally speaking, these types of things either work really well for text description or pretty well for triggering things, but they do one or the other well. They don't do both well. So early signs are this is quite promising because we already know Handy's very robust. It's open source, so we can build out stuff on top of it. And then I love the idea that now we've got it connected to AutoHotKey. That means that it opens up lots of opportunities. The other thing that I've done with this is it should be doing math as well. So if you need to do math calculations or whatever, it can pass. Joe was asking about this the other day. It can pass and parse parameters as well. All right. So I've always been fascinated by voice because I think voice, I'm always hands on the keyboard doing stuff or whatever. And I thought, my voice has got to be another input channel that I can use. And we know that more and more people are using it with Alexa and with Google Assistant. So can I actually use it in a more intelligent way here? So yeah. So I hope that's of interest and useful.
Yeah, because what I was thinking, right, was you have a separate keyword, a different keyword. One is for transcribing, well, maybe you don't need it for transcribing, but I'd love one to be send this question to AI, but sometimes I would want a different one to actually send the text as a command, for lack of a better term, to AI to figure out how it's going to implement it on my computer. And then to your point, if it's creating files and folders, hey, AutoHotKey can do that straight away. If it's automating a program, we would switch to the UIA MCP probably to automate the program to do the stuff.
Yeah, I have half an answer to that. So at the moment, the command structure can interpret the string, obviously, that gets read in. So it does what you say, but in a less elegant way at the moment. So, for example, if you said kit, my trigger word, and then you said Claude, can you do blah blah? It can interpret Claude as a command. Does that make sense? So so you could use kit AI blah blah blah. So you could have multiple trigger words in that way, but it just means the first word. So where I said kit, you could just basically imagine it's on off because you need to toggle it on or off. Another thing that could maybe happen is along the same lines, Joe, is we could have a different button as well as a different trigger word. Because with this tool now, those that are familiar with it, you need to push a key to turn on the listening, right? Well, maybe we could have another key to turn on the listening for prompt like AI prompts, because in the here transcribe shortcut. So if I push the plus key, now it's listening to me, and when I stop pushing the plus key, it will insert the text that I've been speaking, right? So, but we could have a secondary key maybe that also triggered AI listening. So it was a bit different. So that'll probably be an additional way to do what you said.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
Yeah. So yeah, I just thought I would share that. I'll talk to Joe and we'll get it put in some repo somewhere so we can send it out to the group, those that would like a copy. And if you are not interested in this at all, but interested in playing with voice, then do check out Handy. It's it's fun. If nothing else, it's fun, and I found it quite a good productive little productivity tool.
That Parakeet, I agree. That's the model I use. It's
super fast and it's super small.
Yeah, and I turn on the auto enter out. It's so reliable. It's really good.
Yep. And just to recap how I did it, I gave Claude the repo, the GitHub, and I said, please extend the software to do blah, blah, blah. And it built the extension to it. All right. And then I had to go through a relatively arduous but not difficult process of compiling it. So it gave me, for those that know Windows well, an MSI file and an exe file. So that's what I've got now. So it's sort of self-contained exe. So I just run it, and it essentially is exactly the same as the normal Handy, except it has that module added.
Yeah, it's extended. Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Very cool. All right, everyone. Thanks for being here.
Take it easy.
Have a good weekend. Bye.
Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.
Get insider savings, 25% off courses, scripts, and done-for-you AHK jobs, making premium tools affordable and accessible. Members get unlimited access to 466-plus hours of video lessons, packed with AHK insights to binge learn whenever inspiration hits. Explore our huge library of 466-plus hours of recorded AHK tutorials. Watch, rewind, and master tricks at your own pace. Get insider savings, 25% off courses, scripts, and done-for-you AHK jobs, making premium tools affordable and accessible.